Mic check, mic check.
What up, though? Straight out of Detroit. It's the Webcast show that talks about anything and everything. Live from our studios, straight inside your door. It's the Why Not Webcast with comedian Detroit Red. So turn it up. Make sure your background noise is down, because you don't want to miss none of these conversations. And get ready to have a good time. Now, without further ado, live from our studio, Detroit. Look here, I'm just a talking. Mic ain't on. I'm on here looking like Casper the Friendly Ghost. The camera ain't acting right. We've been going through mess all night, but it's all good. You know what I'm saying? I want to welcome everybody. Thank y'all for being here. I look red as hell for real. Maybe I need to take this hat off my head. That's what it is. That's what happens when you're a one-man production. You learn as you go. You know what I'm saying? Shit been happening. Sorry I was late tonight. We supposed to went on at 7 o'clock, but like I said, technical difficulties, and when I say we, I'm referring to me. But thank y'all for being here. Why Not Webcast? We doing this. We picked a date. We decided to go Fridays at 7 o'clock. And what better day to do it but a day like today in Michigan, and I'm sure plenty of places around the country. We got some things I want to chop it up about today. Anybody that's your first time, welcome. This is the Why Not Webcast, WNW, where we talk about any and everything that just strikes the board. We have interviews, we got video segments, we have topics, all kind of stuff. Eventually we're going to get call in, guests, whatever. But we wanted to get this going. I wanted to get this back going mainly. Because, hey, this is what I do, this is what I'm used to doing, and this is what I just got to do. I felt it in my soul. So, welcome everybody. Thank y'all for joining me this evening. I hope you are safe. If you're driving home, on your way home, stuck in traffic somewhere because of these snowstorms coming through here, please take your time, be safe. Don't just drive for yourself, drive for everybody else. It's slick out there. Everybody don't know how to drive in the snow, okay? If it's snowing where you at, throw something in the comments. Let me know you're there. Let me know you can hear me. Hope everybody can hear me out there. Tell me if you can hear me or not. If not, then there's more technical difficulties. We'll just deal with it. But anyway, I want to welcome everybody. Thank y'all for coming out and joining me tonight. I see we got 2 viewers. Hello. Hello to my viewers out there. We got some things we're going to chop it up about tonight. First of all, like I said, this is a major weekend up in these parts. Detroit, 12-5 season. People said, oh no, Detroit ain't going to be shit again. Well, y'all were wrong. For all the disbelievers, you better start believing. If you didn't believe when we opened up the season whooping KC ass, if you didn't believe when we went through all them other teams and then got to Dallas and they had to cheat us, you know they cheated us, flat out cheated us. That ref should be up out of here. I wouldn't let that motherfucker coach or referee a blind softball game, flat out. Straight up, because he cheated the hell out of us. And we know it, you know it, I know it. Okay? So, we went and did that. We would have won against Dallas. Everybody talking about Dallas. Y'all ain't going to get past Dallas. We actually beat Dallas. They took that from us. Now, 3rd seed, we are the NFC champs. There's no doubt about it. And now, we are in the first week of the playoffs. Now, first of all, it's been over 30 years since the Lions have won the NFC division, okay? We talking back Barry Sanders days, all right? Almost 30 years. Long-ass time. Second of all, it's been so long since we done had a 12-5 season, I could almost cry in this bitch, okay? But to add to the hype, the first playoff game, which is this Sunday, right here in Detroit, is against no other than our former quarterback and his team, the Los Angeles Rams. Now, y'all all know that Stafford was here for many years. Many years. And for many years, we got shit production out of Stafford. Now, people say, well, be fair, Red. Stafford didn't have no team. He didn't have this. He didn't have that. You know what I'm saying? You can't just hold him accountable. Yeah, but we paid him a lot of money. Could at least had the class to wait a year. As soon as he leaves here, he goes and wins a Super Bowl ring. So, I'm going to just say this. Stafford, I get hope you get to see Hutchinson face to face many times to Sunday. It's going to be off the chain. I can tell you that right now. It's going to be bananas up in here. We talking, man, the electricity that's flowing right now. And not only mention, let me give, before I move on, big shouts out. Hey, Janita, big shouts out to Michigan. Kicking in on Washington, winning the National College Football Championship. They got down, was that Tuesday? No, Monday? They won the National Championship. Sunday we playing the Rams, former quarterback. Man, football is bananas around here. And I'm going to tell y'all this now. I'm very optimistic on what these boys here can do. Now, I ain't going to get to hollering Super Bowl because some super fans are hollering that. But I'm not the guy to do it. I'm not going to go hollering Super Bowl. But I think the Rams is about to catch it. If you don't believe me, hey, that's on you. We've been making believers out of non-believers all season long. 12-5, NFC champs. Hey, Lions, go get them. Time for them to understand. We don't quit. Lions, Rams, Sunday is going down. And I will actually get to see this game from beginning to end. Woo! I will be there ready to go, baby. So, like I said, this is the first one. Please share, subscribe, get the word out. Help me get the word out. It's been a minute, knocking the rust off, you know what I'm saying? Trying to come back in a whole different format and style, do some things different. Really, get to the grind. Technical difficulties, whatnot, it don't matter. But this is what we're going to be doing. Each and every Friday, I got all kind of stuff lined up, you know what I'm saying? It's the beginning is always a little shaky, but we're going to get it together. I swear for God, I promise you, the next video, I will not look like I am the orange. I look like red for real. Like, I didn't do this on purpose. I don't know what's going on here. Technology at its best. But anyway, moving on. Lions going to whoop on the Rams. I bet one of my co-workers, he going to end up paying me some chips. I done beat him so much being a disbeliever this year in the Lions. I'm claiming him on my taxes. I got to claim him as an extra income. Lion game proceeds. That's what I got to do. Because I done got so much money out of him, boy. Woo! We going to make them non-believers believers this year. And then we've already done it. So, good shit to the Lions. Moving on. Big ass snowstorm had finally hit us. Notice I said finally, because they've been promising us this damn snowstorm for, oh wow, how long have they been promising us this snowstorm? It's been a minute. I'm talking about they've been promising us that this was coming. The kids that miss school. First of all, let me say this, okay? And I'm going to just be real clear with it. We didn't miss no school for no damn snow. Okay? That just ain't how it went. We didn't do that. Okay, now, I took this live about an hour and a half ago, which is also part of the reason I was late starting tonight. Okay? But I took this. This is the conditions in Detroit, Wayne County area, I know in other areas of Michigan as well as other states. Right now, this is coming down. I shoveled. Before I left, by the time I got back, it was a toddler covered. Thank God he threw his little hand up. We would have lost it. That's how fast the snow is coming down. So my thing is, okay, you probably like red. It's winter time. What is your beef? This is what happens in the winter. It snows. You are correct. Hey, what's up, niece Alvina? You say, what I'm sipping? Johnny Walker Black. Okay? This ain't my beef about it snowing. This ain't my beef that it's wintertime. I know this is supposed to happen. Anybody grew up in Michigan knows this is what happens. Usually, It happens before this, but with the off season and the climate change and all that, it's been later and later, okay? No biggie. So, my problem is that I work in downtown Detroit. And for hours, I got to watch several trucks full of ice. I'm assuming the fleet of plow trucks is somewhere waiting to make sure that downtown Detroit was salted and plowed quickly. Because Lord forbid, you stop any of the visitors to this magnificent city of ours from getting 4 to 5 blocks over. Anybody been downtown know our downtown ain't the biggest. Cool. So, when I took this video from my car window there, as I trud along Loins Avenue, I'm left to wonder, where the hell is the plow trucks and the salt? Over here. I mean, neighborhood's not empty. I see plenty of residents that pay taxes and money. I mean, you can't say it's a shortage of salt. I mean, it really ain't been snowing for the last 3 or 4 years, except maybe once, twice heavy in the season. So you got a stockpile of salt. We got the goddamn snow. Wayne County, where's the salt? Why is it almost impossible to move when you knew this was coming? I ain't seen a salt truck yet. Ain't heard one, ain't seen no flashing lights. Nobody's plowing. Because some people say, well, Reg, you got to plow the roads to salt the roads. You are correct. But just like when it's snowing heavy at my home, I don't wait till all the wet, heavy snow hits the ground. I go out and snow throughout the storm. Why? Because I don't want to try to rush to get it done in a certain amount of time, taking longer, risking injury, and just basically dealing with a heavier load. So I would think that somebody's in charge of planning this would kind of treat this just like being at the goddamn house. You knew it was going to snow. Why ain't your trucks out plowing? They ain't even got to be salted. But don't you think if you had them running up and down the main roads just to push the snow aside, considering it's coming down so heavy, so wet, so slushy, that would help prevent more car accidents, speed the traffic up so people can get home and off the road, so y'all can continue to keep the roads clean and throw salt? I bring this up because everything in the goddamn city is going up. From taxes, from utility costs, cost of living. But the services seem to steadily be mediocre or go down. We ain't had snow like this since the last goddamn winter. You telling me a whole year of preparation, you still ain't got this right? Now, some of y'all may say, well, Reg, you're being a little unreasonable. You don't know what they gonna do. You're right. I don't know, but I do know what they've done, which, since it started snowing at 3 o'clock, don't look like to me absolutely shit. So, I'm just saying, we got the snow. Where's the salt? Where's the plow trucks? Can we be efficient? Because I guarantee you go out in Oakland, you go out in Macomb, even if they not throwing salt, they running them plow trucks back and forth to keep as much of this shit off the road as possible so they residents can make it home safe. And they travelers won't have to be stuck out there all night just trying to get home safely. So, that was my comment. That's my opinion. I mean, what the hell? I know it's snowing a lot of other places. I guarantee you that Wayne County and Detroit, we have probably the worst fucking policy and procedures on handling shit in the world. Duggan, what happened to all the private contractors, the legions of independent snowplows? Where they at? Did you put them on standby? Did you say, hey, I might be calling you up? Want to run another year? They could be hitting the side streets. I can't go spend money. I can't get out my driveway. And I ain't responsible for what I was going to do, catch a heart attack to shovel the street? When I was growing up, all that shit happened. Streets got shoveled, trees got trimmed, city services was immaculate. Now, you'd be goddamn lucky to get some real city service. Just saying. Wow. Big snowstorm. I think they've been preaching this shit for a week. I would think we'd be prepared for this, but apparently we are not. So y'all probably like, Red, why are you so hell-bent keyed on the snow day? Because I get tired of the same bullshit. That's my thing. And people like, well, Red, you don't ever know what the whole story is. And then, look here, it's not my job to know the whole story. My job is to give an opinion, because that's what I do. I'm an opinionist. If that's really even a damn opinionist. I'm an opinionated person. I might not know everything. I might even be wrong here and there. But some shit is self-explanatory. If you've been preaching big snowstorm for a week, have big snowstorm shit ready to make it where your residents move and flow and all that. You talking about having electric cars in here. How the hell you gonna have electric cars with this kind of snow? They ain't gonna even connect. They ain't gonna be able to do nothing. The electric cars gonna be stuck. That's when we gonna get some real shit around here. But anyway, that's what it's doing here, and I'm pretty sure it's doing that everywhere. They said the East Coast was gonna get hit. We've been waiting on it for quite some time, and I guess it's all come to fruition now. This is the Why Not Webcast. We talk about any and everything. This is only really our first show. Technically, I guess it could be called the second show. What it do, Johnny Washington? What's good, brother? Good to see you. Thanks for joining us. Because I ran a test show a couple weeks ago. Told you we didn't pick the date. Well, it's every Friday, 7 p.m. Maybe me and Johnny need to slow down. But every Friday, 7 p.m., any and everything. We got a whole lot of stuff lined up for y'all. Right now, this is just sitting there listening to me kicking about some shit. That's pretty much it. But I'm glad y'all here to listen. Thank everyone who has followed me through the years and continue to support and come and give my dreams a chance to live. Because without y'all, wouldn't be no me. Without y'all, wouldn't be no me. Johnny, I'm going to tell you, thank you for that. And it's feeling good to be back. Because sometimes you lose yourself in life. A lot of people don't get that. But it happens. And when it happens, sometimes it takes individuals a minute, a moment, or whatever to get back. But when you come back, hey, it's all good. So we crawling. They kind of hit me up while I was off, took my main page, whatever. But we going to rebuild all this. It's coming back. We're going to have fun. I got some big things I'm working on for the show. I actually was contacted this evening right before the show, and I'm going to just drop this right here. Believe it or not, whether you agree with it or not, there's a group of people working on an Aretha Franklin tribute statue from Detroit. That's all I'm going to say. I'll let the rest of that news out as the weeks go on. That's right. If everybody else get a statue, why not Aretha? You know what I'm saying? Why not Aretha? She deserves a statue too, damn it. She godmother of soul. Ain't nobody gonna beat the queen, Aretha. I'm just sorry. But anyway, neither here nor there. Moving on, like I said, Why Not Webcast. We will be on YouTube right here. Share, like, hit the notification button, subscribe. You know what I'm saying? Because as this grows and gets better, you definitely want to be on the ground level. This is going to do that thing. Niece, Alvina, you said you didn't hear my comment on Cat Williams. I'm going to hit that one more little quick time, because I had already kind of talked about it, and now it's being overexploited, in my opinion. We see Willie D just dropped his interview he had with Cat Williams, but mind you, this interview he had was in September, okay? The interview that recently aired on Club Shay Shay was back in December, I believe he said. So it was recent. Willie D, I guess, I didn't, listen, I'm going to be honest. I didn't make it through the whole interview. Matter of fact, I didn't make it past Willie D deciding to tell Cat Williams the story of when him and his crew was going to go to jail for tearing up equipment in Cat's hometown at a concert. So I didn't make it past that. But all the reviews say it's not a very good interview. Apparently, with some conflict. That's what I heard. You know, it's woo. I don't know. I didn't watch it, but my thing is now everybody posting pictures with Cat that they done took. Everybody got, the other comics that responded, which we pretty much figured some would, some wouldn't. My thing of it is this, and I said it before. Cat Williams is self-made, self-built to the position where he has nothing to fear from backlash in some of this, other than maybe Hollywood not messing with him in movies. And I don't think the brother too worried about it. He owns 19 specials. He's cultivated himself into a brand and business that will continue to thrive past the circles in control of Hollywood. I think he's proven that. With all his mishaps or whatever, people have tried to call him crazy. People have talked about him. And I'm going to be honest, I wasn't the biggest Cat Williams fan when he first came out. But then, too, I can be also honest and say I really don't pay comics a lot of attention. Because I am a comedian. And I never want to find myself emulating, taking on a personality persona. There's no hate or love. I love all the comics. I love every co-worker, co-peer of mine. People understand all comics ain't friends. I think that was the most shocking about the Cat Williams. Is people are so used to common courtesy in business and in the entertainment business, very rarely do you hear comedians of all people having beef with each other. So people naturally assume we funny people. Our job is to be funny. Why wouldn't we get along and be ha-ha and brotherhood and sisterhood up? Basically, what Cat Williams did was show that ain't the truth. That ain't the real. And I've told people for many years, to be quite honest, in my opinion, the comedy game and the dope game is the same thing. Only difference is, comedians don't try to kill each other. We try to kill each other's career. So, all the things he spoke on, they do exist. I think he's pretty much been proven. I ain't heard nobody come out, deny, discredit, flat out say he was lying. Matter of fact, since that interview, Ice Cube has come out and said, other than a couple indiscrepancies, Cat Williams pretty much is telling the truth. What can I do with that? Now, did he embellish? Could he got a little, hype with it? Of course, he's an entertainer, he's a comic. He may have. But the bottom line is, if the core things he said were proven to be true, got to take it with a grain of salt to believe that he telling the truth. And he ain't got nothing to lose. Nothing to gain, actually. Everything to lose. Because the people could turn on it. And for a guy like Cat that's self-built, that has prided and modeled himself on that would be the worst punishment. The people turning on him. Because as we can tell, I don't think he really too worried about the industry turning on him. So, hey, it is what it is. There are gatekeepers. For us all the more, out there stuff, I can't say that I've experienced none of those things. I definitely won't be wearing no dress. I don't care what you offer me. I've said that, been said that. Anybody know me over the years know I will continue to say that. If that's what it takes for me to get, I guess I won't have. So, and I don't knock or judge. Each man, hey, do what you do. Whatever you want to do. I'm not selling my soul. Nope. Matter of fact, I'm going to be honest, I don't think nobody wants it. It ain't worth shit. But anyway, that's just my opinion. So just to cover that, go over that. So, I want to switch over to something. It's really more local, but I know it's the made national headlines and attention because the rap industry is a national thing. Yes, they may have their own little local markets or whatnot. Let me say this one before I go, because I just know it's a comment. Niece, I'm going to tell you, everyone may not have stole this shit, but what he said about Cedric has been proven, and they've also came out and shown where Cedric took another joke and put it on a main tour tape show that was from a sitcom. So, if you've been proven twice to hijack material, I can't disbelieve Cat in what he say, and the video proof is out there. You know what I'm saying? Okay, can't do that. I got to give credit with credit. If he was on some bullshit, I would call it. Now, I'm not going to call Cedric a flat-out joke thief, but I do see, too, you done kind of emulated and took it. I want to explain this to everybody, which a lot of comics have, while commenting on this, have not explained. Comics all have similar premises. And the premise is the ideal. Okay, what am I talking about? I'm talking about big boob women. All right? I'm talking about most of these things because I've experienced them. So I know I'm not the only man or male comic that dealt with big boob women. Now, we might both write jokes. I cannot say this person stole my joke because he's talking about big boob women. Here comes the joke stealing. When his joke about big boob women is damn near verbatim, minus a word or two, with the exact damn fucking punchline. That is joke stealing. But because we talk about the same thing as comics, it's not joke stealing. And niece, I see you trying to be funny in them comments talking about, come on, you look nice in the dress. No, the fuck I wouldn't. I don't have the legs for it, and it's too much to tuck. So that blows that out the water. This real man right here. I can't tuck shit. I ain't had no. Sorry. For those that do your thing. But Red will not, I say, will not be doing it. All right, I want to move on. I don't want to get lost. And, I'm sitting here having my little Johnny Walker Black. For those that know, I like my scotch. I'm not embarrassed or ashamed. I'm a scotch man. But anyway, I want to move on to something a little more serious. And it's going to go into a bigger topic. And as a man, an older man, 50 years old, whatnot, I feel I have a due diligence to speak on things without, I guess some things you just can't speak on without judging. But anyway, for all those that know, or if you've been watching the news, for those here in Detroit, Michigan, the local area is definitely rocked the community. Hey, lovely lady. It's definitely rocked the community. In the last 2 days, we have had a very sad occasion happen here. Supa Emcee, real name Jimmy Brown, a.k.a. Supa Emcee. He's known for being in the movie 8 Mile. He was actually a rapper in there that actually battled against, one of the rappers that battled against Eminem. I was in the movie as an extra. But I was there. I'm under the shadows, parking lot. Look like we're talking, Eminem walking away. But anyway, Jimmy Brown, a.k.a. Supa Emcee, his entertainer name, recently in the last couple of days here, has turned himself in for murder. He killed his wife. First of all condolences to the family of this. This is very sad, very tragic. He stabbed his wife, they say 17 times. Miss Kelly Mays, a.k.a. Native Child. She was a poet here in Detroit. He was a local rapper from Highland Park. She was not only a poet, she was also an advocate and a victim of domestic violence from the relationship before. picture of him up here right quick. First of all, this is so sad on so many levels. And once again, I truly want to send my condolences, best wishes to the family. Okay? Because any loss of a mother, a sister, a auntie, a daughter, a granddaughter is a traumatic blow to a family. Now, they have not presented any facts other than the daughter found her at her Westland apartment, Westland, Michigan. She was deceased. She had been stabbed, cut. Hours later, Supa Emcee, a.k.a. Jimmy Brown, turned himself in to the Westland police. Now, no other facts have come out about this case. A little history. They had been together 13 years, but had been separated within the last year. The daughter did an interview on Fox 2 here and expressed that, throughout the relationship, because it's someone she looked up to as a father, they've been arguments, they've, been disagreements, whatever, but normally he walks away. And I guess in the process of this, whatever, the kids asked them to leave each other alone. I guess it was, sometimes love can be toxic. And that's what I'm going to talk about some of that as I continue. But they got separated, but we're still communicating and talking and dealing with each other. 13 years in each other's life. That's a stint of time. That's a decade plus. So that means a lot of, people be asking certain questions, but father, family, of course, devastated in her, feels as though, I guess there was some type of abuse or whatever maybe been going on the whole time. Never knew, never could have told. Felt as though he loved her. I believe he loved his wife. They wasn't divorced in the process. I guess she was filing papers, whatnot. He went to the apartment. Next thing you know, she done ended up dead. Very sad, tragic loss for the community, for the city, and of life. I want to express that first. And the news stations have done reports on this. They've talked about it. She actually was on Fox 2 some years ago because she's, again, a local poet. Talking about domestic violence, whatnot. The reason I brought it to talk about this evening was not just, to do what I do as a social commentator and bring things that some people may not have seen, but it also brings up other topics and issues. And I want to talk about the main problem here is the domestic violence part, all of this. Okay? I'm not here to judge nobody for what they have done, what they've been through, or what they've gone through, because I don't have facts. I don't have information that would allow me to make a judgment if I deemed to try to do that, which I'm not perfect at all to even do that, but to give a judgment and opinion. So tonight, I'm just going to give opinion with facts about a very serious topic, which is domestic violence. See, because the bigger story here is, one, you got 2 lives gone. You got 2 families affected. Because whether you want to believe this or not, this man's family, whatever it may be, grandma, mama, auntie, brothers, he's about to be gone. So his life's done. This young lady, after all this, she's gone. Her family's affected. So you got 2 lives ruined, 2 families forever damaged behind it. Now, they really wasn't young. They kind of from my age group. I'm 50. If I'm not mistaken, 43, 44. So they're right behind me. Same generation. Same generational values and upbringing. But it's a lot of this going on in younger homes and relationships now too. First of all, I want to express this, and I've expressed it for the longest. Men, I understand what it is to get angry. I understand what it is to feel disrespected. I understand how, even if you're not the type of person with the right words, the right situation, any human being can only take so much. Totally understand it. But this is where knowing yourself comes in place, most of all, and being honest with yourself. You know when the button been pushed on you. So in that moment, you have to walk away. See, because your manhood and your pride ain't worth shit when you're locked up in prison. And even worse, for those that believe in faith, your soul, eternal rest comes into judgment because you've taken a life. We may never know what happened in that house that day. But what we do know is it seemed to be chaos. It seemed to be violence of some sort. Nothing was described, therefore I won't assume or make up, because it's not my job. But what we do know is these two individuals, whatever the relationship was, whatever the love or the toxicity was, out of the two, one didn't know how to let go, and the other one didn't know how to walk away. Because I'm going to talk to you women too. I'm not going to just dog his actions, because his actions totally wrong. Heinous, out of order. You're a grown man. You shouldn't have to be thinking or wanting to put your hands on a woman for unpleasantry at all. Now some of y'all going to say, well, you know, Red, man got a right to defend himself. Woman hit him, attack him. All right, if she trying to kill you, understand. Like, what can be said? Trying to take your life, and it turns out that you're stopping her ends like this. What can I say? But if it was a smack, words, anger from insults, being a man is walking away. Because remember, she arguing with you right there in the moment. Who's she hurting your pride in front of? Who is she killing your reputation and respect in front of? It's you and her in y'all moment. And if y'all that deep, you should understand that you need to walk away for the moment. Because you really ain't trying to go nowhere. She ain't either if she's standing there wasting her time with you to fucking argue. So that's being a man in the moment. Not saying this dude was not a man his whole life. But in that moment, and all you, any young cats run across this, any man, you can be an alpha without being a killer. You can be an alpha without defending every little minute thing you think is a threat to your position as an alpha. Because nobody should be losing their life over leaving. Nobody should be losing their life over it didn't work out. But women, I'm going to come to you. The reason women are the most dangerous creatures on this planet to men is because I don't care what kind of man you are, unless you're just a man that do not like women. Unless you're a man do not be in relationship with women, can sit up and take the unrelenting, verbal abuse a woman can issue down. Every man ain't built to take that. Every man is not built for you to hound it. You have to learn when to let it be sometimes. In her situation, because they saying she was in the process of getting a divorce, she was living in an apartment, she was doing, baby girl, honey, love is a motherfucker. But if you already done had 10, 12 years or 6, 7 years, 4, 5 years of domestic violence to a point degree, you had to leave this man. You got to learn when to, hey, no. And you got to learn when to just let him win an argument. You know what you need to do. Because some of these motherfuckers is crazy. See, because we can sit up and we can wish, we can hope that the next human being is going to act accordingly to what we feel is correct for human beings to act. That do not mean it's going to fucking happen. And your life is way important than a win or a point. This girl is gone. Stabbed 17 times. Know what the fuck he was on. Ain't nothing on this planet. And I'm going to tell you dudes that's out here, and I done said this many videos, I'm so tired of seeing videos where dudes is jumping in women fights and jumping on the woman fighting this woman instead of being a man and breaking them up. And you think you a man showing your woman something. No, men don't just jump on no goddamn woman. We control that. And if you give a damn about your woman, you don't want her fighting. Because I don't want to be looking at my woman with no black eye, scratched up face, all fucked up. So as a man, hey, this shit is unnecessary. We ain't going to do this here. This ain't going down like this. Flat out. And women, if your man roll like that, you better question yourself. What type of motherfucker do I got would prefer to help me in a senseless fight than to stop me from fighting at all? Where anything can go down. So not to get sidetracked. Domestic violence is no. Women, you can't be losing your temper either. Because every action is not going to get an equal reaction. It's not guaranteed. It's just not. Motherfuckers is unscrewed up here. So you arguing, you got a temper, you want to throw some shit, no. Because you don't know how motherfuckers going to react. And that ain't making nothing they do wrong. I'm not condoning it. It's bullshit. I don't get it. I don't understand it. But what I'm saying is, every win ain't a win. And sometimes as human beings, in the desire and passion to prove how right we are, how wrong you are, how I'm going to be right. No. If it don't work, walk away. The daughter said it. She said he usually get mad, he walk away. The one time he didn't walk away, look what happened. Women, if you sitting up there getting your ass whooped, then you stay there. I don't know why. Ain't no love in the world gonna tell me, hey, this motherfucker love me whooping my ass. All right, I'm a whole alpha male man out here. You don't let that shit roll on. You don't let that shit keep going. Now, lose your temper, get loud, argue, walk off, come back, cool off. Everybody do that. When it get to the point y'all fighting, pushing, pulling, wrestling, this motherfuckers out there did some crazy shit. Chasing each other, macing each other, cutting each other. Walk the fuck away. Because you don't know what you dealing with. And guys, These women out here cold-blooded like that too now. Lose their temper and snap. And if you don't really know your mate, you can't be risking your life and playing with it. And I'm going to tell you something else. This is another proof of we really, and I feel this wholeheartedly in our black community, need to start getting more into mental health, into counseling, into talking. Because, again, I don't know what happened. I just know she dead. He about to go to jail forever. And being that I've been around the block once or twice, this type of shit, and the way they describe this happened, it will definitely be this was the crime of passion, even though that's not a defense in court. That's definitely what this was. So whatever it was, whether it was the extent of the separation, she wouldn't come back, it was somebody else involved, maybe she started dating somebody. That's another thing. If you ain't cleaned your closet out, don't bring no new shit in. Because you don't know the reaction of the person, male or female. Now here we got another individual involved. Clean your shit out. If it ain't in order, don't. So we don't know if it was that. We don't know what it was. But whatever it was, 2 lives ruined. 1 is gone. 1 is done for the rest of it. And 2 families destroyed. Destroyed. And it's sad. And this is going on every day. Domestic violence is serious in this country. It is. Everybody grown. If I got to beat you to keep you, I don't want you. Bye. You ain't my kid. I'm beating on you for. Fellas, if she act like she want her ass whooped to show love, you need to leave her alone. Something wrong. Women, if he act like that showing you love, leave him the fuck alone. Because that ain't love. Beating on nobody, hurting nobody, that's not love. We do enough accidentally, emotionally with dumb shit. Now we physically fucking each other up? Oh no, and I'm way too light. Can't do it. Ain't gonna do it. So, I just wanted to really speak on that because it's so sad. And this got attention, like all the rest of them do. There was a death, and that's the saddest part. There had to be a death. This shit is going on every day. Every day. Sadly enough, it's more men against women. But there are some women against men. But the large percentage of shit is the men is flipping out on these goddamn women. Ain't no coochie on the planet that motherfucking good. I'm about to throw my life away and take yours. Well, give me that right. You'll do what you want with that motherfucker. Not about to do it. And if we got to be at that point in life where we to the point we want to physically fuck each other up, we don't need to be together. Because that is not the purpose. I ain't seen nowhere in the Bible where Adam was beating Eve's ass. Nowhere in there. This country done went to war for this type of shit. And you still on this nutball shit? No. Brothers get help. Don't sit there and whatever you going through, because he could have been going through a breakdown. We don't know. I don't know. So I'm saying, if it is happening, there's plenty of resources out here. Counseling, people will listen. Quit being so prideful and trying to be what you think a man is and hide shit until it build up and explode and end up in this type of shit. Because if that's what happened, that's even sadder. Because there was no need. A lot of times, we get to the point, we feel like if we break down, show a little weakness for a moment, we are no longer that alpha male, that man. No, that's bullshit. There's nothing on this earth created without emotion and a feeling. Right down to the lower beings and creatures. They feel fear. They feel love. You ever watch the National Geographic Channel where it show an animal giving birth to some babies and protecting them and looking out for them? Yeah, it's a natural instinct, but there's a love and concern there. So everything has feelings. So, fellas, if you've been geared and reared to believe you're going to be less than a man to express yourself, to convey that you have feelings, quit believing that bullshit. Because we human too. And when you keep all that shit bottled up, you keep all that shit inside, that's something else that can lead to this type of shit. And we can't strengthen our homes if we don't strengthen ourselves. And I don't give a fuck what color you are. The definition of a man is a leader and stabilizer and foundation of a home. And if you can't be fucking real with yourself, how you gonna do any of that? So, sad, tragic loss. I hope a lot more of you fellas, especially this younger generations, get to understand something. A woman, nobody owes you anything. You were gifted with life. So therefore you got something that nobody else got, that no other existence or energy got the chance to do. Physically be here, physically live, have memories, have relationships. So if you're angry, if you're upset, first of all, if your life not in order, don't go get no woman. A whole lot of y'all want to run off and have a woman, but your life fucked up, and then you're mad because eventually her love for you wants her to see you do better and be at your ass, and you get to bitching and fussing, talking about she's stressing you out. Well, that's what a woman gonna do. If she loves you, she gonna want to see you do better. If she love you, if she respects you as a man, she gonna expect something from you. Ain't that you gotta go out and take care, but you gotta have something to give. Just like you want to bring something to the table, you do too. And if you ain't got that shit in order, don't even go get no relationship, because that shit gonna be nothing but stress in the end. For you and them. And go get help. If it's some mental shit going on, trust me, ain't a piece of coochie on this earth gonna solve it. Ain't a piece of ding-a-ling on this earth gonna solve it. And now you bringing an incomplete person to something you hoping to blossom into something else. You can't grow a good garden with tainted soil. And that's dead ass. That's real. So we don't have to keep reading this shit. So this shit is not going home in homes all across the nation. This young lady is gone. No longer here. He's gone. Because once he go in, he's dead. They ain't about to let him out. Especially the way they described the murder scene, they're not about to let him out. He turned himself in. That's where the remorse is. He regret what he did. Because if he didn't, hours later he wouldn't have walked his ass in that jail. And now he gonna sit there and forever regret, because in a moment, one moment, whatever it was. So respects to the family. Native child, you will be missed. The poetry community is really shook. And the rap community is shook because, man, I've been looking at online the last few days, and a lot of rappers and entertainers that I know in that industry are very surprised and shocked by this. And to all the outsiders with situations like this, remember, just because a person smile all the time and act like ain't shit wrong, that don't mean ain't shit wrong. A good friend, a good family member, try to keep your eye out. Watch they post, watch how they move, and they may tell you it's all right, and shit is totally fucked up. And you have no reason why. They'll never tell you. Then this moment comes. So be aware, is what I'm saying. As a community, we have to not only be physically aware of each other, we kind of got to be emotionally aware. And we've been trained and put into these lanes where we done secluded ourselves from each other so much we can't even tell when a lot of us are in distress. And this person be right around us each and every day. So, again, Miss Kelly Mays and family, my condolences to the family. I am so sorry for y'all loss. I think they're trying to do some memorial honor services this weekend for. If I get any of them, you can go to my Detroit Red Facebook page. Follow me there. I'll make sure to post them. I'll make sure to come back and put them in the comments so that if you like, you can go pay respect, show, honor. I don't know if the family is going to make the funeral services public, but if they do, and I get wind of it, and want people to come out, I will definitely share that as well. Domestic violence, man, it's got to be addressed. Can't keep turning the eye to this. It's messing up the homes too bad. And it's something that really could, in a sense, be solved. Or at least a lot less of, in my opinion. Okay, look here. I got to get a fan in here now. See, as we do these shows, I'm starting to realize every little thing I'm going to need to correctly do this without either passing out or blowing up in here. It is hot as hell in this little room. I put the studio together with these lights or whatever, but I want to thank everybody that tuned in and watched. If you're watching replay, please remember to follow me on Facebook under Detroit Red. I'm going to probably change the name of the page again to Comedian Detroit Red. I just have to go in there and do it. You know, I had the other page and I got so fed up with Zuckerberg and his banana shenanigans. Look, I want to say this. Zuckerberg, you was putting me in jail every other week just for calling motherfuckers to the light. Now, in my reels, I'm getting naked pictures. I'm getting chicks sucking penis. I'm getting all kind of shit. Okay? So, if I do decide to come back live on your platform, I swear for God, first time I go to jail for some bullshit, it's on and popping, because that's garbage. I was getting put in jail for like the most senseless shit you could be put in Facebook jail for. Now it's just nudity and raunchy every goddamn where. I've been called a bully. I've been called all kind of shit just for responding and defending myself. So, I don't know what's going on, but we're going to be coming back to Facebook pretty soon, too. But until then, you can definitely catch the webcast, Why Not Wednesdays, right here, my YouTube channel. Make sure you subscribe, hit the bell, hit the like, share. Follow me on Instagram, Comedian Detroit Red. Facebook, Detroit Red. You type that in, you see my page, you see my other page. This Sunday, if you're here in the Detroit area, I'll be over at the St. Regis Hotel with Mike Bonner and I believe Mike Chase as well. Doing a clean comedy show. Show starts at 5 o'clock, which is great. Go tell some clean jokes. Go watch the Lions kick the Rams' ass. City of Detroit, can we get some plow trucks out here? I mean, what do we have to do? Be buried before you dig us out? Why would you try not letting us get buried? Then you ain't got to rush to dig us out. That's all I'm saying. Remember this. Love each other. Respect each other. I want to thank each and everybody that tuned in tonight. And keep tuning in, you know. It gets better as we go on. I swear I'll fix all this. Ain't I'm going to get a damn fan in here. Jesus Christ, I feel like I'm just drowning myself. Until the next show, next Friday, 7 o'clock, I'll catch you right here. Peace. Prosperous New Year. I'm out of here.
What up, though? Straight out of Detroit. It's the webcast show that talks about anything and everything. Live from our studios, straight inside your. Without further ado.